Hi, my name's Rowan, and I'm the creative director for Bad Dragon. Today I'm going to give you guys an inside look on how we created this guy and how we created the promotion around him. He's so small, he's very carryable. You know, the entire shop and I have always been huge fans of kaiju movies from Japan. Kaiju basically meaning giant creature in Japanese. And to celebrate that, we wanted to create our own little kaiju film alongside our monster dong and recreate some of the magic that goes into these films. It started with collecting models from train sets, models from eBay, anywhere we could find something that would fit with what we had in mind. Everything arrived and I started assembling and making all the models. And then we sort of developed this table that could be split into many different sections so that we could reposition it however we wanted to get the best shots. If you wanted to get a nice big impressive shot from underneath and make this guy look like he's 100 feet tall, you could go under the table and then film upwards, and then he would seem much bigger than he actually was. Most of the time spent on this production was pretty much 4 weeks of constantly constructing the set, constructing the models, painting the models, assembling everything together, finishing it all up, and basically getting ready for this guy's big rampage. And then the weekend before we did the shoot, I had to scramble together this very crude puppet using many different types of silicones all molded together and figuring out how to sort of puppet it on the fly.
Yeah,
so he actually has flesh consistency now.
It's really gross, but now he has a foot that moves.
But you know, we kept all the strings and the attachments to this puppet in the film because we wanted to create and celebrate that wonderful handmade practicality. There was also a lot of explosions and blowing up the models and setting them on fire. We didn't know the explosions would be so powerful, so they ended up being very quick on the film, which was kind of a shame because the test explosions were a little bit more spectacular. And then there was this huge Home Depot pond on a hydraulic lift that we had to bolt down because we needed a large space of water for the monster to sort of emerge out of, just like Godzilla. And of course, you know, there's a lot of little nifty tips and tricks and Easter eggs in there, like the tanks in this scene are actually being pulled backwards, but then filmed in reverse because it makes them look like they've got the most convincing motion. In the end, when I was editing it, I thought nothing would be more perfect than public domain old soundtracks and sound effects all Frankenstein together. It would give it this very authentic vintage feel, I think, that is very common in a lot of old Godzilla movies. You know, throughout this whole project, I definitely had this reoccurring, this is my job? Like, kind of feeling, because you never expect what's going to happen, but you have to sort of create that kind of environment where anything can happen to make something different that people haven't seen before or wouldn't expect from a sex toy company. And I think that's the true power in that. You never know what will be released from Bad Dragon next.